Hey, what's up, y'all? Tonight I have a very special guest on Talks with Topnotch. And guess who I have tonight? Who do I have?
You got No11ven.
No11ven. What's up? What's up? How are you tonight?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Cool, cool, cool. Let's get into this interview. You ready?
Awesome.
Let's do this. Who is Ethan Royer?
Ethan Royer is the son of two immigrant parents from the island of Dominica. I always rep it, Dominica, because it's a small island, so not a lot of people know about it. But yeah, and I have a sister, and yeah, like I'm really first generation, so everything for me has been fully American experience. So it's a different, different like upraising than my parents for real.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So where are you from?
I was born in Boston, actually, Boston, Massachusetts, but I moved down here when I was in fourth grade, like going into fourth grade. Yeah, so I was like 8 or 9, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so you originated from Boston. So you're a resident of what, PG or DC?
PG.
PG County,
Yep.
Prince George's County.
Stuff.
Okay, so let's get into the next question. What made you pursue becoming a rapper?
Honestly, I feel like it was kind of like hinted in my brain a little bit before I even started, because I was in band like since elementary school, middle school, high school. Like I played the saxophone, I played the bassoon. Like I was like really in the band. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I was also like writing a lot of poetry and stuff like that.
You're right.
But that was just like stuff I did, separately. I never really put them together. And then I got COVID my freshman year of college, and my man's he texted me or something. He was just like, "Yo, like, have you like tried making a song or whatever?" I was like, "Nah," because we freestyle and everything, but like I feel like everybody freestyles, but like we never really like recorded it.
Okay.
And so I tried it, and then like yeah, it was something that I fell in love with for sure.
Okay, so do you make your own beats, or how does that work?
So I don't make my own beats, but I have a couple of friends that make beats as well. I have my engineer Dizzle, shout out Dizzle. Keyshawn makes beats too. So Max on key, he makes beats too. And then my man's Connor. He goes by Hunter. That was really the first person I started making music with, because I would do it only on his beats. So if it's not from them, it's probably something off of YouTube or something that they sent me, or like in the pack or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So are you affiliated with a management team right now?
So not like an official management team. I would say I have a great circle around me of people that, they help me out with everything, like even just vision wise, and just have like being supportive and stuff like that. Keyshawn, for example, like he's with me everywhere for real. That's like my right hand man.
Got it.
My man's Jack. We make a lot of music together, and just like we experiment a lot with each other. So, like every time I'm with him or he's with me, I feel like we kind of, like really try to get each other to make like the best stuff. So, and I have my friend Angela as well. She helps me with a lot of the organization stuff. I'm organized, but it's hard to keep up sometimes with just like if I have something I'm trying to do versus like like other stuff I'm trying to do, it's kind of hard to do all of them at the same time without having them really organized. So
okay,
yeah.
So how do you write? What does that look like?
So I actually only really wrote maybe 2 full songs.
Okay.
Everything else, what I'll do, I'll write the hook, and then after I write the hook, just because I don't want to forget it, I'll record the hook, and then I'll just freestyle based off of just what's coming to my mind at the time. And like I just really just go off of that, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any opinions about the DMV music scene?
Yeah, so I feel like since I grew up here, like since I was here since 4th grade, I feel like I really got to see a lot of the different shifts in it as well. So I really got to grow up like Swipey, Shabazz, Beautiful, like that, like you know what I'm saying, like that's what we were cranking in middle school and high school.
True.
And I'm not gonna lie, I personally enjoy that era better, like a little more. But I feel like everyone, like you can feel the same way with mainstream music as well. But I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I do love it, but I feel like it's a little oversaturated sometimes with the same sound, like the same like style of rapping, if that makes sense.
Okay, so who do you pattern your rap style after?
I pattern my rap style off of more underground artists, like, and mainly because they get more like ambient beats, like stuff that's a little floating, like, the way I was raised, like I wasn't necessarily raised under the certain circumstances that other rappers are raised under, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously everybody has their own struggles and stuff, but like for me, like wasn't really my like, like my background. So I feel like I never really necessarily wanted to make anything like that, because it's just not, you know, it's just on me. I had different experiences, so I'm gonna share it like a different way. You know?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So who are some of your favorite rappers?
Some of my favorite rappers, if we're gonna say all time, Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper of all time. Like number
Okay.
one. Like I'll debate with my friends about this. I'll debate with family about this. Anybody. Like I'll put Lil Wayne over everybody. Like
Really?
any '90s artist, anybody. Like literally. And I'm only saying that because his metaphors and the way that he just rhymed and like his flow, everything about him was different. And even just his personality, I feel like was really different. But that's my number one.
For real? Okay.
Yeah. But if I'm gonna go off of like right now, I listen to Ken Carson a lot. That's one of my favorite artists. I'm not gonna lie. Ken Carson, um, D Savage. There's another artist named K Suave. Like a lot of them are really like, if you know them, you know. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So yeah, K Suave, Glock 40 Spaz too.
Okay. So let's go. I'm going back to Lil Wayne. So
Mhm.
what would be your favorite song that Lil Wayne put out?
Favorite Lil Wayne song.
Yeah.
This might be kind of generic, but Love Me.
Oh.
Only because it just be hitting the soul a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But like I love like I don't know, 3P is tough. Like a milli, like the whole Carter 2, the whole Carter 3, Carter 4, obviously She Will, like, you know, like all of those songs like were definitely classics for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. And if you had to do a collaboration with anybody, who would it be and why?
Um if I could do a collaboration with anybody, honestly, it's gonna be a little like out the park. But I love Billie Eilish, I ain't gonna lie. Like if I ever had the
Oh.
opportunity to work with Billie Eilish, I would lose my mind.
Okay.
Her voice is insane, yeah. I love Billie.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yo,
So do you have any new projects coming up or performances?
yeah, so currently I just finished working on all the songs for my EP. I'm kind of back and forth right now if I want to add another song or not, but the main songs are done for the most part. I just have to get them mixed and everything, and you know, do the artwork cover and like the other stuff. But the actual music is done, so I got that coming up in July 18th. That's the day I'm planning on dropping it. And
Mm,
performance wise, that's my birthday is July 15th, so that's on a
okay.
Tuesday. I'm not doing nothing on a Tuesday, but
Got you.
Friday is the 18th, so I'm trying to throw a party and I'm trying to do like somewhat of a performance out there for that for sure. And
Okay.
yeah, definitely that's the thing. I'm trying to get on some more performances and stuff like that.
Okay. So when you're rapping,
Hmm.
what type of emotions do you have when you're rapping?
Uh, so I don't know. For me personally, like it does like I don't know. I like making sad music. It's good because it be you know what I'm saying. Like it's really like good and like usually I feel like I don't know. Some people think like if you make a lot of sad music, you're overly sad, but like it's really just an outlet. You know what I mean? Like you can let whatever you like want out in that way. But my process for real, I really have to get into like I low key like recording in the dark or at nighttime.
Oh.
And low key that's because I feel like that's when your best thoughts come or whatever. And I usually that's just how I record. I usually record at nighttime and by myself mainly, and you know maybe with one or two friends there. But nothing too
Okay.
crazy.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Hmm.
So how do you feel about the go-go scene? You know, because you know
Yeah,
the DMV, well, DC is
yeah,
known a lot for go-go. So
yeah.
do you have a favorite go-go band?
Um, I don't want to necessarily say I have a favorite go-go band because that'd be kind of that'd be kind of wild because I don't know if I have a favorite one, but I love go-go
You
though.
do.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie, yeah,
Okay.
like go-go's amazing. And when I moved down here, that's one of like the first things I noticed culture-wise down here, the go-go scene because like that's really unique to the DC, the DMV area. You know, like that's like it's a very particular sound, but I love it though. I'm not gonna lie.
So if you had to like choose a band today, right?
Mm-hmm.
What band would you choose and why?
Mm-hmm.
To go with your rap.
To go on my rap,
Yeah.
go-go band.
Yeah. Thinking, huh?
Yeah, trying to think because that's the thing. Like I listen to go-go, but I don't got like a favorite. That's the only thing I don't got like a favorite go-go band.
Okay.
Um, what's the main dude? Chuck Brown. Is that the main dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like his vocals. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I know that's probably a generic answer too,
No,
but
that's
I like
not.
his vocals for sure. But a lot of the newer bands too. I just can't remember their names. I'm not gonna lie. My man's went to a go-go concert and I wanted to go, but I forgot to even look at it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Chuck though. Chuck is a good answer. We'll stick
Yeah.
with Chuck. Okay. Is there anything else you want the listening audience to know about you?
um, so I want them to know that honestly, like you can really do whatever you want to do. I played football. That was my dream for a long time. And music and art and stuff has always been involved in my life. But because I was playing football, you know, it took like a lot of time and like effort towards it.
Okay.
And that's not a bad thing at all. But I definitely feel like sometimes people kind of like restrict themselves as to what they can do. And I just want to say, like, for me personally, that you can do it. Like, go ahead and do it. Definitely stay tuned for the new music for sure. Like, we coming up. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm watching everything. Like, I'm keeping my eyes on everything. Everything's really calculated right now. So
I'm excited for you.
Appreciate that. Like, everything right now is intentional. Before it wasn't as intentional.
Right.
Right now it's intentional for sure.
Right. I'm excited. Yeah. So I guess my last question is for the youth. If you had to leave them with something, what would you leave the youth? What would you leave them with?
I feel as if a lot of times, like, especially like my age range, like mental health and everything is really important. It's really important. It's something that we talk about a lot, but I feel as if we need to emphasize more like using that as art, if that makes sense. And that's only because, again, like, art's a form of expression, and you can not fix everything, but you can definitely like cope or like have like healthy ways to express yourself versus, doing something negative or, like getting on drugs or something wild like that. Like, use it as art, and that doesn't have to be rapping. That could be anything, like literal art,
I agree.
Yeah. And not to get caught up in like the whole, like the buzz of kind of how it is right now. Like, I'm not saying it definitely exists, but I feel like it's a little too fixated, like hyper fixated on. And I feel like we kind of have to like realize that life is going to be bad sometimes, it's going to be good sometimes. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Like, that's normal. You just got to do what you can with it for sure.
How do you set yourself apart from all this?
I honestly, like, I feel like I used to rely on people a lot, like talk to everybody about how I'm feeling, like make sure I hit up every single person I know to feel better. Okay. But I would say for me personally, I just make sure I spend a lot of healthy time by myself. Like, a lot of people are scared to spend time alone. But once you get comfortable being by yourself, you're comfortable with being with other people. Like, you have a different like thought process and different like level of just confidence with yourself and everything,
So we got a lot in common because guess what? I'm a professional loner. And people don't know that, but I am.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
I get it. You got to love on yourself.
For sure. You got to.
So describe your style, your swag.
My swag. So shit.
Swag. I like it.
I appreciate it. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up, like, everybody used to call me whitewash. That used to be the joke. Right? But the whole killer is like, bro, like, I grew up around a lot of black people. I also grew up around like a decent amount of white people and different races and stuff. So I never really saw it as like, oh, like, I'm black, so I'm gonna dress like this and make sure I'm dressed like this. Like, It's really how I'm feeling. And like, I don't know, I'm a skater at heart. I was skating before like sports, so like, that's always somewhere in how I dress. I'm trying to like expand my like,
okay,
my outfits and stuff. My cousin, he don't want to be putting me on for sure.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, Keyshawn. I like it. Yeah, Keyshawn.
You wearing those fat pants. He trying to get me in the big pants. You know what I'm talking about? I don't mind big pants, but like,
yeah, it gotta grow on me just a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, it's coming back though. It is a fad for sure.
Definitely.
Well, guys, this concludes my interview with No11ven.
Yeah.
You feel like freestyling or what? You gonna give us something before we head out?
Not much of a freestyle. Right?
Nah, it's okay.
I was like, the whole kid is like, I lost it.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna save it now.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
We're gonna surprise y'all. So I need y'all to get connected. I need you to stay tuned, and I also need you to follow.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Anytime. I want you to get your music out there.
For sure.
So listener audience, I need you to follow. I need you to subscribe to Talks with Topnotch. And I also need you to follow this young man. Give yourself a shout out one more time.
So it's No11ven on all platforms. No11ven on every single platform. Instagram is eway.x, but No11ven will pop up as well. But definitely stay tuned. I'm on everything, and more shit's coming on the way. So definitely stay tuned for that as well.
Yeah, more shit on the way. We out.